Hello Mouses! Today we've got 4 interesting stories for you, perhaps 5, I'm not sure how many we can fit in, but let's get straight to it. We're going to start with the case of Cannon Man. A guy in America called Richard Fox had a homemade cannon and a mobile home. And he decided that, being drunk, it was a good idea to test this cannon, so he fired it through his house and killed his girlfriend. I know it's an accident and all that, but at the same time, dude, what do you think is going to happen if you fire a homemade cannon through your house? It's going to have one of 2 outcomes. Outcome 1, the cannon explodes and kills you. Outcome 2, the cannon works properly and fires a cannonball through your house. Goodness sake, how stupid can you get? Apparently very stupid. You could fire a cannon at your own house when someone's in it. Apparently the police took away this guy's daughter and gave her to Child Protective Services. And to be honest with you, I am hardly surprised. In fact, I'd be so unsurprised that if Child Protective Services had known this guy had a cannon and a drinking issue, then I think they would have taken the daughter earlier, much earlier, and probably the cannon too. Okay, let's move on because there's only so much I can say about this idiot. Let's go on to the current problem that the International Labour Organization is saying that there's an epidemic of youth unemployment around the world. Yes, there definitely is. And Britain is not helping this with their workfare scheme where you get sent to work for a company for free or you don't get unemployment benefits. How can this, under any circumstances, help youth in unemployment? As the director of a company myself, what I first thought was, wow, now I can get free labour. So I've got a temporary work assignment coming up. It's going to take a lot more time and effort than the manpower we have available. I'll go and talk to the job centre and say, I've got some work experience for people. Can you send a couple of people along? Great. Now, A, I don't have the expense of recruiting anyone temporarily. B, I don't have to pay any recruitment agencies to send me agent people. And C, I get free workplace people. I don't have to pay them a penny. In fact, the government might pay me. Wow. And once this job's over with, I can just send them on their way. No harm, no foul. How is that helping youth unemployment? So a couple of people get basically unpaid work experience and I get some free work. But at the end of it, they've got nothing else because I am not then going to say, oh, those people were really good, I'll get them in as full-time people. Because what I can actually say is, oh, that workfare scheme, that works really well. I'll get some more of those workfare people in next time I need some more work. There's no incentive for me to actually employ people anymore. That's one of the reasons why we have youth unemployment. That and the fact that the majority of people who recruit don't want anyone who's not got perfect experience from the cookie cutter that they've got there, so that they can match exactly a square person to a square hole. They don't know what they're doing. They never look at your skill set. They always look for, have you done this exact job before? And if you haven't, you've got very little chance unless you can sweet talk them. That comes from someone who A, has been a youth unemployed person for a long time before, and B, now runs a company and has to deal with those people if I ever want to actually recruit people. So yeah, we've got a youth unemployment problem and it's causing a lot more disillusionment in the youth, and from what these reports are saying, a lot of youth are finding themselves further and further removed from society. Yes, I can understand that entirely. Being in the workplace means you have to interact with people in society. You become part of society. If you're not able to get into the workplace, then it becomes an us and them situation where it's you or the working people. And you're always going to come down on your side. You're going to mix with people who are in the same situation. And other societies, a subculture effectively forms itself around that. So let's move on. SpaceX have managed to launch their shuttle without blowing it up. Good for them. That's fantastic. This is an amazing step forward for space travel. We've got private companies moving into the space industry. As soon as private companies are there, you get competition, you get better quality goods, you get better quality of rocket parts at lower prices, more of them. We'll end up with a space tourism agency within 50 years. That's a conservative estimate from myself. This is only good news. This can only bring good things. I'm looking forward to seeing what they do in the future, and I hope this mission works out well for all involved. So Thumbs up to SpaceX, thumbs up to NASA for giving them a chance. Let's hope it works out. Now let's move on to a section that I like to call What the Hell? First up we have a Formula 1 car made out of a bush. I kid you not, the winner of the Chelsea Flower Show is what effectively looks like a topiary hedge made into the shape of a Formula 1 car with bits of car parts put in to make it really, really car-like, and a crash helmet. This won the Chelsea Flower Show, a sculpted hedge. Now, I've never been one for the Chelsea Flower Show because I find it incredibly pretentious. It's the literary snob of the flower shows. It's just, what? A hedge has won a flower show because it got sculpted into the shape of a car. Great. Nothing good can come of this. This is just weird. Good. Well done to the people who thought that they could do this and then went ahead and did it. But, okay. It just shows that the flower show has little to no value. Let's move on to the other what the hell situation today. There are fish in Spain that are going to be employed by the police. I kid you not. Robotic fish are swimming in some of the rivers and lakes of Spain, sniffing out pollution, and are currently being tested to see whether they can be used by the police to find out who is polluting and why, and put a stop to it. Now, this is all well and good. I applaud the police for trying out new and interesting methods, but robotic fish is just weird. The last thing we need is for the robots who will eventually rise up and enslave us to be able to get into the water as well as on the land, because now nowhere is safe. So, oh, the robots have taken over. Let's go and live on our boat base so that we can hold out there until the revolution can be fully put together and put into motion. Oh no, we can't do that because now the fish are attacking us too. Fantastic. Well done, Spanish scientists. You have destroyed the world in the future and destroyed our chances of ever reclaiming the Earth. I salute you, our robot masters. Okay, back to normality. That's all I've got time for today. So I've been Kirk-Robinson. You've been watching the video. I'll see you tomorrow.